Today, the US President and the Managing Director of the IMF and the German Finance Minister all warned of a potential recession that could be on the horizon. And as the recession warnings emerge, we look at past downturns for insight. I sat down with the chairman of DAMAC Properties in January, remember, when I was in the UAE. Now, he told me what saved his business during the 2009 recession.
The most important reason was admitting that I am in a mess. Very few people admit that they are in a problem. As a matter of fact, a lot of my competitors at the time, they thought it's a summer cloud, and they said it in the press. And they thought, I admitted this is a crisis, and I have to move fast, so admit there is a crisis, and take quick decisions, and be brave enough to make a surgery.
Sound advice from Hussain Sajwani, who's with me now. Good to see you, sir. Kind of you to join us.
Thank you.
The property market is often seen as a barometer of this, and you build on a large scale. Do you think that we're heading to recession? Do you see a downturn in valuations?
Yes, I see a recession, especially in Europe. All the indicators saying that. High inflation, high interest rate, and the war. And a lot of property, all the property companies in Europe versus America, which is different, they revalue their asset every year. And they go borrow against that. Now, as their value comes down, the pressure will be from the bank that they have to pay some of the debts. And they will be forced to sell. And today, most of the people believe there is a recession coming, so everybody is holding from buying assets, including myself.
You're not in the buying at the moment?
No. So everybody holding himself, thinking in 12 months it will be better buys. So when anybody does that, automatically the price is going to come down.
So this is classic deflation. I mean, although we have inflation, but if you believe that prices of assets are coming down, you're going to hold off until you
yes.
To do that.
And I talked to the last dozen people in the last 2 days, and they all agree to the same.
But as a property developer, do you worry about higher interest rates? Because that will feed directly into your borrowing costs.
That's true. That's true. In Europe, there will be, I think, property prices will come down. And already stock prices of property companies are coming down, and there will be impact. I am lucky in Dubai. I think we're going to benefit out of that because a lot of money flying around the world to Dubai, and Dubai property market is doing well, and a lot of high-end is coming, where people buying homes for long term, not like before. They're not a speculator. So for them, interest rate is a secondary factor.
You, of course, have assets and buildings around the world. What is it you now need? What is it you now need as a developer, as a very successful businessman? What is it you want?
I want to buy assets in Europe, hopefully in 12 months from now, when the asset price is going to be more reasonable.
You've just bought an extraordinary asset. You've bought the land upon which the property collapsed in Florida.
Yes. Why? Well, it was a good piece of land. It's a super location. It was from the court, so we have no issues, no lawsuits. We're buying it from the court, very clean, and we put a bid on it, very good bid, $120 million.
$120 million?
Yes, and I think that price is very reasonable for that location.
And what will you put on
We're going to put 5-star, rather 6-star condos, you know, beautiful apartments designed by Kabali.
But you don't have any qualms about building on a property where there has been such loss of life or where there was such tragedy? You don't, that doesn't concern?
No, it's not a matter of concern. As a businessman, you're buying a piece of land from the court and you're building something. If you don't do it, somebody else will do it. And we're not doing anything wrong. We're going to build something beautiful there, you know. And we will talk with the community and we'll put something for the, you know, the people who passed away.
And is that important to you, to have some sort of memorial or some sort of remembrance?
Exactly.
There seems to be a new feeling here at Davos. It seems to be more serious. It seems to be a deeper feeling. Can you feel that here?
I think the feeling, everybody's talking about the recession. And I said, even if there are fundamentals, the fundamentals are supporting it, but even if fundamentals don't support, when 20 businessmen out of 30 say we're not going to buy anything the coming 12 months, a recession is going to happen automatically. Everybody's saying stay cash, stay cash, stay cash.
And that's also the problem, isn't it? That is a classic problem of the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
And it's the same with the market. I mean, we're up today 600 points, but you can't have the market down 20% and there not be a recession on the other side of it in many ways?
This one day going up is typical in the market, going up one day and then go down 3 days.
Right.
It's, it's not a straight curve, it's a zigzag curve.
So how many Davoses have you been to?
Or more than a dozen now.
Sorry?
More than 12.
All right. You in the snow?
Yes.
So the question we're asking this year, because in every dinner party, people who come regularly, come with me, say, do they want the snow? Would you prefer Davos in the snow or Davos in the spring?
I will give my choice one condition.
Go on.
If it's a democracy and the majority prevail. You need to tell Mr. Schwab.
I was going to say, it depends what Klaus wants. Oh, look at this.
100%.
Really?
Of course. In the snow you can't walk, it's uncomfortable, you can't drive, there's a lot of
You
challenge.
don't think that there's a certain camaraderie, a certain energy? Oh.
No, in the snow, if I want to go to the ski resort, I'll go, which I go every year with my family. But here you need to meet people, you need to move around, and it's uncomfortable.
It is good to see you.
Good
I'm
to
grateful
see you.
that you've taken time. Thank you very much
you.
indeed. Coming up next, the Chief Executive of Bain & Company on how global business should respond to the myriad of crises. And where will he go? Is he a snower or a springer? The question of the night. Crestwood's Business.